Good morning, Fargo. Fargo City Commissioner Tony Gehrig on a snow day here in Fargo. I'm with my son. He's temporarily watching a video. There he is. Say hi, Jack. All right. You know, kids are with their iPads. This is the January 29th meeting. Pretty light agenda. We had 3 items that we'll talk about. The City Hall, Renaissance Zone, and overhead lines, power lines. So as far as City Hall goes, it was going to be a $1.5 million to finish that building. That means, putting the fixtures in, furniture, all the things that make a City Hall a City Hall. Initially, that was going to be about $1.8 million, and we beat it back down to, I think, 1.5. I'll write that down. $1.5 million. So, of course, not really happy with how much that is. It wasn't part of the original cost. So when we tell you that was going to be a $27 million building, now it's more. It's $1.5 million more than that because of all that other stuff. So when we talk about buildings, we talk about projects, we need to talk about holistically what is it going to cost to make it from nothing to what it is at the finished product. When you buy a car, they don't ask you, oh, did you want wheels with that? No. So let's make sure that we talk in real numbers and talk in real. So we're being upfront and honest with the people of Fargo. It was a 4-0 vote. It approved because you got to have chairs. 2 Renaissance Zone exemptions, basic exemptions, 5-year, 100% exemptions for a dessert place and for, looks like an apartment building. So I want to know, as I always do, on these exemptions, they're not required. People move here and live here happily without the incentives, and if we stop doing incentives, we can lower everybody else's taxes all across the city of Fargo. Dave Pepcorn will want to talk about overhead lines in North Fargo. So if you live in South Fargo like me, you're not used to seeing overhead lines. If you live in North Fargo like I did before, it's very common, and I think everywhere in Fargo or in North Fargo, you see those overhead lines. It's just a very different landscape. So the reason they have overhead lines is because it's very expensive to bury them. Once you have a road in and all your infrastructure is there, what do you do with these lines that have been there since the 50s or whatever? So Dave Pepcorn wants to start talking with XL and our power companies here to start burying those lines. He wants a proposal put out there. And look, I'm not disagreeing with him. Burying the lines would add value, I think, to our city and make it look nicer, things like that. But it's not something you snap your fingers and those lines are buried. It's a very expensive proposition to do. And it's not just burying the lines. You have to then create a line that goes into the house. Because once you have a power line, you'll notice now that there's a line coming off that power line and going into everybody's house individually. So if that's not there anymore, you have to dig and bury and go towards each one of those houses. Very expensive, very time consuming. Moving forward, we'll work with XL and see what their plan is. We'll have them put together a proposal. And this might be a 25-year deal. But that's progress, and that's how these things get done. So good idea by Dave. Let's see how it goes. That was your January 29th Fargo City Commission meeting. Very short agenda. If you have any questions about this or anything else, give me a call, email, Facebook. Keep watching how we're spending your tax dollars. Thank you.